playing by the rules.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Cowboys and the Panthers. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. They come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here are the Panthers set to take over for the first time. And Charles will get a look at the much-heralded rookie Bryce Young, the first overall pick from April's draft.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
They're hoping to get rid of that interception ball. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. A play fake. Now Young. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Young now. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. On the counter now, it's Sanders. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Being chased out left. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Nifty move. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
Gain of 16 yards. And the Cowboy first down.
Now Prescott. Flushed out right. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24. from the red zone now. Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to have the football here at their own 45-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 7. Another run here with Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down and 8.
Looking to throw, Young. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 30. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. 2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Dante Jackson picks it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Following the interception, Young. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down. Here is Young. That is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. No score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Now Young. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. So Young will head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal. This a 43-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. Well, they're able to come away with the interception, Charles. They aren't able to move the ball all that much. However, they do get 3 out of it with a field goal.
Yeah, and anytime you do force a turnover, you have to come out of it with points. Everybody wants 6. They'll take the 3 there. Now it's their opportunity to do it again.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Panthers about ready to take over. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Ready?
Young on third down. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Osa Odigizua with the effort there to earn the sack. So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Dak and the Cowboys getting set for their next possession. And he's been off target here early on. 2 drives, 2 interceptions. He'll look to snap that streak here as they start 1st and 10. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready? Ready?
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
To about the 40-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys will take over possession here up at the 44.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Play action now. Prescott. His throw incomplete.
The Cowboys are 5-4 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
On third down, it's Prescott. Forced out to his left.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 14. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Prescott yet again. That is caught at the 7-yard line. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
Holding. Offense.
So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys are able to stretch out their lead.
The kicker on fourth
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Here comes Marquez Stevenson now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3. I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. That throw by Young incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Young.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll throw again. Young. Left side here to Sanders. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Green, check white. Yellow, Lonnie, black swap. Smith, red.
Now here's Young. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Young to throw it.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for Carolina. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. Prescott off play action. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to add on to their first half lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Young will set to throw. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half, Young. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly. Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out comes CeeDee Lamb and the rest of the Dallas offense. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Intercepted. The Panthers take over
Check,
1st and 10 at the 44-yard
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Down to the 41.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 52 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now Young. Connection made with Chenault. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Cowboys' 20-yard line.
Ready?
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
That throw by Young incomplete. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th. So Young will head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal. This will be a 37-yard attempt. This is up and good from Pinheiro. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And they'll accept that penalty. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Now Sanders. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation.
2nd and goal.
Ready.
Sanders is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
And they can thank their defense for this one. They were set up with a short field following the turnover, but they took care of business as well, working their way down and finishing with a strong run into the end zone for their 1st touchdown of the game.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And this is up and good. It cuts the lead to 28-10 now. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. From a star in college to a star in the NFL, CeeDee Lamb at wide receiver as he brings out this offense.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jeremy Chin picks it off. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Now 2nd and 5.
Ready.
To throw, Young. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Ready.
Here's Young from the shotgun. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Young. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 15.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. And Pollard gonna pick up a Cowboys 1st down as he'll get this up past the 40.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On play action, Prescott. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A very solid gain of 27. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Dak's going to keep it.
And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Here's Prescott.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Young.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to get.
There he goes, left side. Across midfield. He's on his way.
Touchdown, Carolina.
Terrace Marshall.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it's Terrace Marshall who's able to cap things off with a touchdown.
Cowboys are able to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Well, Prescott here to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. 2nd down, Prescott. There goes a deep ball, end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters, as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Rolling to his right.
Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now. But he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So now Young and the Panthers down by 11, a minute 15 remaining. They need a touchdown with a 2-point conversion and a field goal in either order as they've got it first down. Complete to Chenault. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Young to throw. That's in the hands of Marshall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Young. That's complete. Again, he's got Marshall. And that not what they wanted. They lose yards on first down. Young. That's caught. It's Shi Smith. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Here's Young. Now throw right side here going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a second down throw for Young. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition. Work in the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
One last shot for Young. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line. So illegal touching, not one you see often. It's going to wipe away a first down.
Very simply, if you're a receiver, you can't set foot out of bounds and then be the first to catch the football. Side judge, right there on the play, made the call.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay,